I'm repeating again. It is a significant role to upholding the fundamental rights, because if any citizen believes that their rights are being violated, then they can approach the court for justice to be done. While the courts are available for all, in reality, Guntas, बाहर नहीं जाना. In reality, access to courts has always been difficult for a vast majority of the poor people in India. Full stop. Second question. Reread the list of the fundamental rights provided in a chapter 1. How do you think that the right to constitutional remedies connects to the idea of judicial review? Who will answer this question? Yes, Guntar Singh, answer it. First of all, explain what it means, the right to constitutional remedies. Guntar Singh, answer. Against our government, because as according to you, government has makes the law, and if the person has considered that the rules are not adequate for them, they can file a case against our government. Then to whom? People. Law makes by the government. Law work for the proper functioning, as you earlier given. Law is generally as conditions or circumstances used for a proper functioning of society. Law makes by the government, and the people, they are considered the law is not adequate for them, then the person will file a case against of the others. Strange. Law किसी ने बनाया, मैंने वहीं आ रहा. Law किसी ने बनाया, सरकार ने बनाया, आपने कहा, ठीक है. Law उसके लिए सही नहीं है, जैसे आप कह रहे हैं. मिल नहीं रहा. अच्छा, यस प्रगति. Actually, the Constitution of India has given the right to freedom. It's up to you. You are ready to use your book or not. ठीक है ना? उसने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में ये मार्क नहीं किया कि आप उस टाइम बुक नहीं यूज कर सकते, आप बोल नहीं सकते. फ्रीडम तो आपको दी गई है. How to utilize the freedom, it's up to you. She used their ethics, their knowledge, how to utilize. It's vary from person to person. So the answer, right to constitutional remedies states that, right to constitutional remedies states that, जब मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा, मैंने कोई कंडीशन लगाई थी कि बुक से देखना है कि वहां से देखना है? नहीं लगाई ना. मैंने आपसे एक जनरल क्वेश्चन कहा कि उसका मतलब क्या है. So right to constitutional remedies refers to the changes in existing law, changes in existing law, changes in existing law, changes in existing law as per demands of society, as per demands of society. जैसे गुंतास ने कहा कोई लॉ है उसको वो मिल नहीं रहा है, उसकी फैसिलिटी नहीं मिल रही है, उस चीज को मॉडिफाई किया जा सकता है. ठीक है, उसमें भी जुडिशरी का क्या रोल है, बताओ क्या करेगी, किसको ना सजा क्यों देगी? मैंने कहा लॉ इज नॉट एडिक्वेट एज पर द प्रेजेंट सोसाइटी, फिर सजा पूरी सोसाइटी को दे देगी? बच्चे मैंने बात क्या कही, मैंने कहा लॉ बन चुका है, आज सोसाइटी में वो एप्लीकेबल नहीं है, ठीक नहीं है, उसके अंदर चेंजेस लाना। अब चेंजेस लाने के लिए जो रिस्पॉन्सिबल सबको सजा दे देगी, फिर तो चेंज कोई भी नहीं लाएगा सोसाइटी में। Right to constitutional remedies means to change existing law as per demands of society. As per demands of society, the judiciary responsible for to take suitable changes in those law which are passed by parliament and not sufficient for society, not sufficient for society, clear? जो लॉ सही नहीं है उसको मॉडिफाई करने में सुप्रीम कोर्ट का रोल है। क्या है? इट विल रिटर्न द लॉ बैक टू द असेंबली, टू राज्यसभा, लोकसभा फॉर रिकंसिडरेशन विद सजेशंस। अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट चाहे कोई लॉ कंट्रोवर्शियल लॉ है, लोग उसको फॉलो नहीं कर रहे हैं, उस सिचुएशन में उस लॉ को रिटर्न किया जा सकता है टू असेंबली, टू राज्यसभा, लोकसभा फॉर रिकंसिडरेशन, कि उसके ऊपर दोबारा डिस्कशन हो और उसमें फर्दर चेंजेस किए जाएं। So second answer clear, Guntar Singh? चलिए third, in the following illustrations fill in each tier with the judgments given by the various courts in the Sudha case. Leave it, or you can write, okay, you can write lower court, in front of lower court, Sudha, the case study which has given in a chapter. Sudha's husband, mother-in-law, it's related with the lower court. Sudha's husband, comma, mother-in-law and brother-in-law declared guilty. Guilty क्या है? जिसके ऊपर केस प्रूव हो गया है। जो पहले डाउट था, इट वाज नोन एज एक्यूज, जब तक उसके ऊपर केस प्रूव नहीं होता, क्राइम प्रूव नहीं होता, इट विल बी नोन एज एक्यूज। जब प्रूव हो गया, इट विल बी गिल्टी। सो सुधा's husband, mother-in-law, brother-in-law declared guilty and punished for death sentence, फांसी की सजा हो गई तीनों को। All these three are convicted under the Domestic Violence Act. In a second court, High Court, so the family of Sudha's in-laws, they appealed in a High Court. What the verdict given by them? High Court, in a case of a High Court, it freed her husband, mother-in-law and brother-in-law and declared innocent. So the lower court, it convicted, it declared as all these three are the done that crime. Death sentence given by the lower court. In a High Court, it considered as an innocent. And in third, Supreme Court, then the Sudha's parents, they appealed in a Supreme Court. What verdict given by them? Supreme Court declared Sudha's husband and mother-in-law as guilty and given lifetime imprisonment. Umr Qaid, lifetime imprisonment. Whereas her brother-in-law freed by the court. Brother-in-law free by the Supreme Court. Clear? It freed by the Supreme Court. This is as an illustration which is given in this chapter. In this chapter, lower court given as a death sentence to the 3. High courts, it declared innocent. Then the family, it filed a case. Sudha's family filed a case against of their in-laws in Supreme Court, where Supreme Court, it declared her husband and mother-in-law as the guilty. They sent behind the bars for a lifetime imprisonment, whereas the brother-in-law freed, it declared innocent. As per the existing witnesses, if the witnesses are not adequate, then the courts, it can't do anything. If the proofs and witnesses are not adequate against of the accused, under such circumstances, accused are freed by the courts. जब गवाही नहीं है, then the courts, it can't do as anything. Clear? Fourth question. Keeping the Sudha Goyal case in a mind, take the sentence that are true and correct the ones that are false. The accused took the case to the High Court because they were unhappy with the decision of the trial court. Trial court is a subordinate court. Yes, true. First statement is the true because accused, her in-laws, these which were which were declared as the guilty by the trial court, by subordinate courts, they appealed in a High Court. Second sentence, they went to the High Court after the Supreme Court had given its decision. Tushar, what will be answer? True or false? False. Because the High Courts first it comes, then the Supreme Court. After the appeal in a Supreme Court, the person, it can't appeal in a High Court. It will regularly appeal in a Supreme Court for a number of times. False. Third, if they do not like the Supreme Court verdict, the accused can go back again to the trial court. No, false. It can again appeal in a Supreme Court. Under such circumstances, it can again appeal in a Supreme Court. Yes, Gundas, there is a statement. If the person do not like the verdict given by the Supreme Court, the accused or the person which is not agreed, the accused, it can go back again to the High Courts. Sure? No. मैंने क्या कहा? सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डिसीजन दे दिया, वो आपने सुना नहीं ना फिर. Your negligence, it can be as a harmful for society. Next. हाँ जी. So question number 5. Why do you think the introduction of a public interest litigation in the 1980s is a significant step in ensuring the access to justice for all? Justice for all. Justice for all. The idea of a public interest litigation, public interest litigation introduced to increase access to justice, This method used to solve cases on priority basis which are related to mass population, mass population in high courts or the Supreme Court, in the high courts or Supreme Court, on behalf of those whose rights were being violated, they can go for justice in, they can directly go for justice in High Court or Supreme Court, High Courts or Supreme Court, full stop. Question number 6. Reread excerpts from the judgment on the Olga Tellis and the Bombay Municipal Corporation case. Now write in your own words what the judges meant that when they said the right to livelihood was part of the right to life. Part of the right to life. Right to life. Yes. Who will answer? Jayant?
सर मेरा एक डाउट था.
बोलो.
सर आपने फर्स्ट चैप्टर में हमें राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज में लिखवाया था दैट सिटीजंस आर एम्पावर्ड टू अप्रोच हाई कोर्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट्स in case of violence of fundamental rights.
Violation of fundamental rights. Yes. Yes, Jayant.
सर आपने आज हमें कुछ और बताया कि लॉ चेंज कर सकते हैं हम उसमें.
Change the existing law. Change the existing law. If a person has considered it is not satisfied with the rules, regulations given by the government, rules and regulations given by the government, it can file as the PIL because that law is associated with a large number of people. If Supreme Court consider the law needs a changes, it can send towards the assembly. अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट को पता कैसे लगेगा कि लोग लॉ को फॉलो नहीं कर रहे हैं? People will express through opinion. Jayant, clear? जयंत खजूरिया. जयंत?
यस सर.
हाँ जी. लॉ के बारे में लोग ही करेंगे. कैसे इन्फॉर्म करेंगे? थ्रू द एक्सप्रेशन. It will show their aggression against of the authorities, that through which as Supreme Court considered that the law is not accepted by people, which is as a controversial. Or either when a person file a petition, public interest litigation in a court, through which the Supreme Court can seeing that complete scenario. Yes, Manasvi?
Sir, question number first and second question repeat कर दो. Sir, मैं late join हुआ था.
See the YouTube lecture. Next, question number 7. Write a story around a theme. Leave the 6, 7, and 8 questions. You have to attempt only the first 2 questions on your notebooks. First 2 questions and 5th question. 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5 on your notebooks. Today is Monday, Thursday. No need to attempt the 3rd question on your notebooks. Book pe rehne do. 1, 2, and 5, Meda. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Clear? Anybody, any questions related with the judiciary chapter? Judiciary chapter. Our next chapter is geography. From geography, 4 chapters. अभी किए आपने सुने नहीं? In a PT2 Second chapter, understanding secularism. Third chapter, why do we need parliament? Fourth chapter, understanding law. Fifth chapter, judiciary. और आप कह रहे हैं 2. Now, second chapter in geography, land, soil, water, resource. Yes, Rhythm, क्या कहना चाहते हो? Yes, Rhythm.
सर PT2 सिलेबस में कोई कट हुआ है चैप्टर?
It will intimate you. It will intimate you in later. It is known as
Sir,
land
kindly
use,
turn on recording.
land use pattern. The use of land for variety of purposes as per human needs is known as land use pattern. Is known as land use pattern. So the important land use patterns are arable land. Arable land means the land which is able to cultivate the crops. Arable land means land under agriculture. Land under agriculture. Land under agriculture. There are 2 types of arable lands are there. 2 types of arable lands are there. Net sown area. Net sown area. And gross sown area. Gross sown area. Arable land means land which is generally used for a cultivation of crops. Cultivation of crops is known as arable land. It is known as arable land. Net sown area. Net sown area, that land which is used, the land which is used once in a year, the land which is used once in a year for cultivation. For cultivation. Clear? Net sown area means the land which is used for a cultivation once in a year. And gross sown area means when a land used for cultivation more than once in a year. More than once in a year. More than once in a year means same type of a land, agriculture field used twice or thrice in a year. एक एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड है, वहां पर पहले राइस की प्रोडक्शन हुई ड्यूरिंग समर्स, ड्यूरिंग द विंटर्स एज अ वीट प्रोडक्शन एंड हाँ जी राइस समर रेनी सीजन. जून में सोइंग इट, द सोइंग ऑफ अ राइस इट बिगिंस. जून इज जनरली एज अ मंथ ऑफ समर्स, winters as a wheat, and afterwards a wheat, the production of a pulses. So same agriculture field used thrice in a year for production of a 3 crops is a gross sown area. When a land use more than once in a year, for production is known as gross sown area. Gross sown area. And when land used for once in a year for a production is a net sown area. Arable land means land under cultivation, where we can practice the agriculture is a arable land. Yes, Japji. Land utilization means the use of land for different needs, different human needs is known as land utilization. Shut your mouth. The use of land for different purposes as per human needs is known as land utilization or land use pattern, in which the first category is a arable land. Thank you.